speakers of the evening. We have a new speaker with us as well, is Jennifer Bihele and Harald Prochaska, right? And I want to introduce you guys. They're part of the research group Media Creation at the FH St. Pölten. Pardon my pronunciation. And their field of research includes television and animation, 360 video, game design, and transmedia storytelling. And they will be sharing with us one of the group's projects, an alternate reality game aimed to enhance media literacy and learning through gameplay. Let's welcome next speakers.
Yeah, hi. Hello to everyone, and thanks for having us, and thanks for the great and nice introduction. Yeah, we are from the University of Applied Sciences in St. Pölten, and we are from the ICMT, in words, Institute for Media, Creative and Technology. And today we are talking about alternate reality game we did last year. So yes, that's basically the main topic of our thing. Yeah, what we do in detail is we are from the ICMT is split up in several research groups, and we are the research group Media Creation. So we are researching in the field of digital media because it's spreading out in all our lives, and it's influencing, as we all know, it's influencing all our behaviors and our thoughts and the way we live in the digital world. So that sounds pretty interesting, and it is. As a researcher, I can say it's quite interesting to analyze how we live with digital media. And as researcher of the media creation team, we are developing and we develop formats. We're working with new technology, and we try to discuss things like 360 or VR and tell stories with it. So yeah, and in this particular project, in this alternate reality game, it's called Transmedia expansion. We work in a group of 21 people, researchers, lecturers, and assistants. And we started 1 year ago with writing concepts, scripting stories, and the main goal was to build to start with a novel written from Rosemarie Eichinger, and transform it into a transmedia event or experience. And we chose alternate reality games as the perfect setting to make the story adventure. And yeah, now I will hand over to Jennifer, because she will tell you exactly what that means.
Hello. Yeah, so our aim was to examine transmedia storytelling in children's media. And sadly, books very often are equated as boring, and people think about it as an unsatisfying learning experience. So we thought about what can we do to make it more fun again? How can we engage our audience? And in our case, the audience is students in the age of 10 to 12 years. How can we engage them and make reading more fun? And as you said before, alternate reality game was the solution for our proposals. So because an alternate reality game promotes active learning, and the players have to work together. They have to be constantly engaged in activities, solving puzzles and collaborating on complex tasks. And while they're doing that, they get to become the creator of the media instead of just seeing it. So they have to do something and get active. And so here you get a little insight on our alternate reality game. As you said before, we were working about a year on it, and the production started in October, and we are just about to finish it, and we will have our first test run in April in a school in Vienna with a class of students the age of 12, I think. So we're really excited and looking forward to try it out. If everything we worked for will work out or not, we will see. So yeah. Usually alternate reality games, but it is common that people don't know that they're playing a game. And we tried this classic approach as well in our story. So our players do not know that they actually play a game at the beginning. Later they will realize it, of course. But in the beginning they just think they take part in a creative assignment. So they think the first prize of winning this competition that they're entering together with the school girls is to win the visit of a pig, a tamed pig that is owned by an elderly person. And what they not know is that they actually communicate with fictive characters from the book. When they're waiting on the pig, because of course they're winning the first prize and the pig will be delivered to the class so they can visit it. While they're waiting, the pig gets hijacked, kidnapped, and the hell breaks loose. And meanwhile, there are several attacks. The website of the organizers get hacked, and so they get increasingly sucked into this story if they want or not. And the organizers seek help from the players, and there is an evil villain that scatters information, so they have to solve puzzles in order to capture this evil guy and to save the pig. So a classic dramatic approach in game design. And here just again, what were our objectives when developing the game? Of course, we wanted to examine the boundaries of transmedia storytelling and also enhance media literacy. But really the most important thing for us was to have fun and to make learning fun again. So, Transmedia, we were actually focusing a lot on the story, on the narrative. Although we use a bunch of media, as you can see, the players have to undertake a lot of, they have to do a lot of things during the 3-day gameplay. But that was not our main focus. Our main focus was to examine how a story can be told through different medias and to deliver a convincing story that is engaging and that brings an exciting experience to the players. And also to keep a balance between story and gaming and participation. For that purpose, we tried to have a structure, a dramatic structure, something that pulls and pushes the experience along, and so to give them a purpose and to have them emotionally engaged in the story, because otherwise, why would they care? Why should they be motivated to go on a quest? So we introduced an evil villain that sends them a video message and somehow makes the players partially responsible for the kidnapping of the pig. And I hope you can... Well, he has a message. This is the message the players will receive. Do we have audio? Does it work? Sorry. You can't hear it, huh? Would you like to please? Do you know where you have? Okay.
20 seconds.
Sorry for that.
Sorry. You're ready.
So now we. Please. Please be patient, I'm sorry. This way?
Ich will spielen. Nicht übel. Gestern habt ihr mich doch fast erwischt. Nur fast. Es hat richtig Spaß gemacht, euch dabei zuzusehen, wie dem armen unwissenden Max wieder mal alles in die Schuhe geschoben wird. Das zeigt, dass ihr einfach überhaupt keine Ahnung habt, mit wem ihr es eigentlich zu tun habt. Aber ich weiß, was ihr in jedem Sommer getan habt. Und dafür werdet ihr alle büßen. Habt ihr echt geglaubt, dass ich euch das durchgehen lasse? Da habt ihr euch aber gründlich getäuscht. Ihr tappt im Dunkeln und das wird auch lange noch so bleiben. Jetzt muss ich mir nur noch überlegen, was ich mit Penelope mache. Die wird doch sicherlich einen guten Schweißbraten abgeben. Was meint ihr? Ihr könnt euer Glück ruhig noch eine Weile versuchen. Ihr findet sie nie, weil ihr nicht die geringste Ahnung habt, mit wem ihr es eigentlich zu tun habt, oder?
So actually our players, they have to solve a crime, and while they're checking for alibis and trying to find evidence on different media platforms, it means making research in blogs, finding real newspaper clippings, analog finds, handwritten notes, they use social media a lot, they have WhatsApp, they enter virtual reality rooms or 360 videos to find hidden clues together to process further in the story. We have a problem because our scene of crime is actually in a fictional world, and our players, they are constrained and they are locally based in a school. So this way virtual reality gave us a great potential in our storytelling, because we could send our players right into where we wanted them to be. So under the false pretext that a non-player character placed some 360 cameras in residential building apartments, they had the chance to enter those rooms and explore them in their own pace, find hidden treasures and informations, and explore this new technology in a very safe environment. So I will show you an example how this looks. We tried to keep it pretty simple, because there were of course a lot of restraints that we had to keep in mind. One for sure, there could be nausea or cyber sickness, so we tried to base every decision around the device that we were going to use. And so in terms of navigation and movement, we try to keep it really simple. So they have a 360 view, but they can only navigate through the eye gaze. And also we tried to keep the keep the play session to a minimum of a few minutes. And yeah, and also we tried to not approach an ultra-realistic look, because our main idea was actually to create a sense of presence that adds to the story, and that is enough for us. So here some imageries from the asset creation. I won't talk about too much that because we're running out of time, but actually our post-production and virtual reality creation team is here tonight, and if you have any questions on how we tackled the technical side and the workflow, they're here and they're happy to answer all your questions. What I can just say, what is very important, the lessons we learned so far in virtual reality were just stay within the budget of your frame rate, know the limits of your cardboard VR. In our case it was EOS, and it was generation 5S, and it was pretty challenging, but the reason for that is just because we had so many iPhones laying around, so that was the reason why we did not choose Android. And also model intentionally and test as early as often. And yeah, now I hand over to my colleague because he was in charge of the 360 video production, and he can tell you everything about that now. Thank you.
Hopefully. Yes. Yeah. Quite similar to the thoughts about the VR room, we tried to make these scenes and places accessible for the children who play the game. So we thought about how we can make it, and we ended up in producing 360 video, because it started 1 or 2 years ago. 360 degrees videos are quite affordable. The technical opportunities are there, and so we thought, oh, let's do it. And we started thinking about how to create the setup and how to how the story have to be. What you have to know is the children have to go in a room and find some hidden numbers in the room, because it's part of the riddle, and they have to collect these numbers and find a code. And we used the character. It's a room full of clocks, and we used the character, the postman, who is quite uninteresting in the movie, but his role is to go from one hidden number to the next. So during the time you look the video, you have to find all the hidden numbers, because in the end he went to all the numbers and placed something there and did something there, because it's very important in an alternate reality game to that the children find the numbers and have some success, because otherwise they will quit and go home and shit. Yeah, you know what I mean. So let's have a look at the room. We are inspired by the Google Cardboard, so we designed the room in a cardboard look. Actually, it was way more work to build the room as to shoot the movie. And as you can see, it's quite hard to read the numbers, because we weren't sure about the size, and we tried it. So here you can see the first hint.
Nein, dreimal. Sicher wieder eine neue Uhr.
Ja, das kann gut sein. Das ist einige
It goes to the first clock.
Ja, das haben wir gerade wieder vorne eingekauft. Fenster.
Ja, finde ich super. Du, wir müssen noch eine Unterschrift für die Backel einsammeln.
Ja, du, ich stehe gerade am Herrn, ich hab gerade, komm kleiner.
Ja, passt, mach gern. Riecht eh schon super.
Der Hunger.
And then you have to follow him, and
Ja.
you pause something down, and it goes on and on. Yeah, but that's the definitely there's way more about telling stories in a 360 room, but it was our first project and our first try, and we are pretty impressed of it's possible, and we try to continue writing stories for a 360 room, and I'm sure that it's in the future it's possible to edit in 360 room, to stitch different stories into one 360 room, and there's so many things which are possible in the future, and it's just the beginning, and it's gonna be great. Yeah, some lessons learned, as you can see here. Whoever did some shooting with GoPro knows the issues. Yeah, but I think all the things, if you are aware of it, you can fix it. Yeah, in the end, the most important chart, thanks to all who are involved, and we start testing our alternate reality game next month, and we are very excited, of course, because it was a year of work, and we're sure it will be fun. And you can try it out at the Lange Nacht der Forschung in Niederösterreich at the University for Applied Science. Yeah. Thanks for watching us. Thank you.